Спасибо.
Куртукова, ваши аплодисменты. Огромное вам спасибо. Молодцы, друзья. Поаплодируйте всем на этой сцене. Посмотрите, сколько здесь ребят в замечательных костюмах народов России. Сегодня мы услышали множество голосов из разных регионов с уникальными обычаями и языками. Мы неразделимы. Нас объединяет наша страна, Россия.
Друзья, мы переходим к торжественной части марафона «Общество знания», где будет дан старт Году единства народов России.
Встречайте, президент Российской Федерации Владимир Владимирович Путин!
Dear friends, good afternoon. I am very glad to welcome all of you. I am very glad to welcome all of you who have gathered in this hall and all over the country, because the marathon is taking place all over the country today. You know, when you look at the hall and at the stage, you get a feeling of surprise and delight. Surprise from this diversity and delight from the fact that we are all together. In this regard, it will not be superfluous to remember where we all came from, how Russia was born, how our ethnic groups were born, including Russians as a nation, as a people. After all, it arose on the basis of various Slavic ethnic groups that lived separately from each other. Slavic ethnic groups, and they united only when they had a common territory, common, as they would say now, economic interests, a single power, and a single spiritual value. The Russian people are still a young people, passionate, aspiring to the future. But gradually, on the same foundations, our multinational country, Russia, was also building up when different nations poured into it. But what is important and interesting is that it was building up in different ways. But what was the most important? Endless respect for the peoples who entered Russia. Full respect for their culture and traditions, for their spiritual values. That is why, over the centuries, our values have become common. Externally, they are certainly different from each other, and this is very important. This is good. This must be supported. But the basic values are common. Over the centuries, different events have taken place in Russia, dramatic events. But the absolute phenomenon is that in times of troubled times, it was deep Russia that stood up to protect Moscow, and therefore the entire Russian statehood. When the militia was formed in the Volga region and moved to Moscow to free it from foreign invaders, and thus to protect Russia as a united state for everyone who lives on this territory. The same thing happened later, during the invasion of Napoleon and Hitler. After all, at that time, various tribes of the army were also moving towards us. But they were also united. But their unity was based on completely different principles. Their unity was based on the desire for survival, the desire to take something from us, to conquer, to destroy, to capture. And our unity was based on the desire to preserve everything: our common land, our system, our culture, our traditions. And such unity is the most powerful and the strongest. The same thing happens today when our fighters, our heroes on the front line, in the zone of a special military operation, address each other. Despite different ethnic origins, despite even the difference in religion, they address each other as brothers. And this is very expensive. This is what emphasizes our invincible unity. This is exactly what is at the heart of our achievements in very different areas and our victories. I declare the year of unity of the peoples of Russia open.
Туалетного монстра. Поздравляю вас. Удачи. Россия! 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 Holy shit. Пойдем, все, пойдем. Пойдем, идем. Не пикай.